What's up everyone, DefyNewYork.com here with a brand new video. Today is all about this Reebok's ERS, or Energy Return System. Now, the technology debuted, I want to say around 1988, 1989. And the first shoes to get the Energy Return System were not pump sneakers. They were actually non-pump shoes. And it was like, there was a tennis shoe, an aerobic shoe, a basketball shoe, and a cross-training shoe. And I know the cross-training shoe was the CXT, the basketball shoe was the Air Money, and the running shoe I think was just the ERS Runner. As far as it evolving now, when it obviously got introduced into the pump line, and I think that's where it really took off. You know, once it got integrated with the Reebok Pumps, so you had the Energy Return System with the pump technology, it just took it to a whole other level, and I love that little ERS right there. But now, before I get into, I have video clipped from Reebok, you know, basically explaining what the Energy Return System is all about, and it's from 1989. And it, you know, it tells you the technical aspect and how it works and all that. But before I get into that, I just want to give you guys a little bit of my experience with it. As a kid, growing up in the 80s into the 90s, this little ERS, and actually seeing the Energy Return System, it really drew me in. And one of my favorite shoes during that time was the Omni Zone. It was also on the Premier Edition Reebok Pump and the Twilight Zone Pump, the SXT, which I really, fingers crossed, that Reebok's gonna bring back that SXT pump and do it right. I have faith in them. But they did the ERS really, in my opinion, put it over the top for Reebok. Now, Nike, you know, Nike had the Air, the Visible Air, they had the Jordans, and I feel like at that time Reebok was really neck and neck with Nike, and it was really that ERS that set them over the top. Obviously they had nice designs as well, and the pump. So I just remember grabbing them off the shelves as a kid and just fully inspecting and looking at these shoes like a work of art, and just admiring this Energy Return System. And I just sit there and just look at this and just touch it, and it was just really cool to me. I just looked at it and just loved it, you know, not knowing really what it was there for, but I thought it was really cool. Even though it was in the bottom of the shoe, I would actually, when I finally got my Reebok Twilight Zone pumps, when I would walk, I would try to put my heel back and just look at this tab right here. And sometimes I would just, you know, turn my shoe inward and try to look at this, and it was just really neat. It was a bad distraction for school, but it was just, it was interesting. So anyhow, the next part of the video, you guys are gonna see rare footage from Reebok explaining what Reebok Energy Return System is all about. So check it out.
ERS? I'm not really sure what that means. Tubes? I don't know what you're talking about.
The Energy Return System is based on high-trail tubes. They work by compressing and storing energy as they compress, and then returning that energy as the foot lifts off the ground.
ERS, hey, it's the highest technology. I want it for myself.
If you're a tennis player, your legs are staying fresher longer. You're getting a little bit more of the energy back out of the shoe.
Hey, whatever it is, it gets me to the net. And then I do understand.
The Competitor, available at Foot Locker.
Force equals mass times acceleration. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. Power equals work divided by time equals the Reebok cross-training system equals the physics behind the physiques equals Reebok.
return. I really don't know what it means.
Energy return is the measure of the ability of a material to return to its original state after it's been compressed.
Reebok was one of the first companies to notice that women needed a shoe for aerobics, and the progression into energy return and other technologies doesn't surprise me at all.
What the energy return system can do for the aerobic dancer is keep the legs fresher, keep you working out that little bit longer.
There must be something, because I know after a high-impact class, I feel really good.
And it makes my foot after aerobics feel great.
The Instructor ERS, ERS 6000, and ERS 4100 are available at Foot Locker.
Force equals mass times acceleration. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. Power equals work divided by time. Energy equals the ability to produce work, equals energy return, equals the physics behind the physiques, equals Reebok.
Energy. You got to put it in the right place at the right time. Whenever that shoe's absorbing energy, a well-designed shoe should give that energy back. It's got those neat little tubes on the bottom. The tubes actually compress as the foot strikes the ground. They store that energy as they're compressed, and then they rebound to their original shape. That energy, as they rebound, is returned to the foot. I use this shoe because I want to move from the court to the gym, the weight room, the jumping rope, and this shoe provides that for me. That's what ERS is all about.
The CXT, SXT, and AXT are available at Foot Locker.
Force equals mass times acceleration. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. A body at rest tends to stay at rest. A body in motion tends to stay in motion. Power equals work divided by time equals the Reebok cross-training system equals the physics behind the physiques equals Reebok.
Provides excellent rear foot stability. It's like a spring-like action.
Every good athletic shoe provides cushioning, and it provides that cushioning by absorbing energy. The energy return system has these Hytrel tubes that actually can store the energy and return that energy back to the foot.
I'm putting my energy in, and I'm getting it back.
ERS 4000, available at Foot Locker.
In 1961, the fiberglass pole replaced the aluminum pole and broke the world record by 4 feet. In 68, the box construction ski resulted in a record number of gold medals. Since 84, the disc wheel has broken virtually every time trial record. Now Reebok has developed the energy return system with Hytrel tubes that propel the athlete forward. Who knows what records will fall next?
ERS has something to do with energy.
What ERS is going to do for you when you're playing basketball is store the energy as you land from a jump and return that energy as you take off again.
They look a little different, kind of crazy looking, but it seems to push off the energy, like releases back up into your foot.
The tubes we use in the energy return system are actually made out of Hytrel. The tubes actually compress as the foot strikes the ground. They store that energy as they're compressed, and then they rebound to their original shape. That energy, as they rebound, is returned to the foot.
You want to see ERS? Watch me play.
Money and showtime available at Foot Locker.